He said, you know what, I might be able to help you out. So he called me a couple of days later, and he said, man, he said, this one CD of yours, he said, I can hear like at least 4, maybe 5 songs that would be great for the smooth jazz stuff right now. So I said, hey, you know what? I hooked up with him, and he started running with my stuff. I started getting, now I'm getting airplay on the smooth jazz stations. I've been entered on Billboard charts and entered by, they just released another song in the beginning of May. And I'm on all the Billboard charts and everything is going well. It's one of those kind of things where you just never know. You don't give up on anything. You just don't. Because you don't know. I mean, in all those years with Santana, and I had that record, I had that CD finished, and it was selling other places, but I wasn't able to put the amount of time into promoting it like I can now. And even though it was done back a few years ago, I made sure when we were writing the songs, I got a couple guys that I did some stuff with, but a lot of the stuff I wrote myself. I like writing songs that are hopefully gonna be classics and stuff that can stand the test of time instead of you hear it for a couple months like a lot of the songs that you hear on the radio now, and then you get sick of them and you don't want to hear them anymore. I want stuff that 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, you put my song on and you go, wow, man, that thing sounds really good. And that's what I strive for, that kind of thing. I mean, you take people like Stevie Wonder and Prince and all these guys. Even when they, like with Prince, his stuff is gonna live on forever. Stevie Wonder, he don't have to write another song in his life if he don't want to. The guy is like, I mean, I know everybody in here loves Stevie Wonder. I don't know one person that don't love Stevie Wonder. But it's just, when you do stuff, just write the songs and do things that the best that you can, put your heart into it, and you'll be surprised on the things that start happening for you. Yes, sir. Was that a lady back there? Or was that a man back there? My eyes are going bad too, man.
I'm just about due for a haircut.
Oh, you got a deep voice.
Apologies for that. How, obviously when you were starting out, there was no social media, nothing like there is today. How did you manage to build your reputation, obviously good enough to sing for someone like Santana?
You mean on the social media?
Well, just without social media, how did you manage to make it?
Well, I can't even think back because the social media has been into play for so long now. I can't even remember what I did before we had Facebook and Twitter and all that. It's been a long time. And I'll tell you, I have a lot of musician friends at home that they go, oh man, I don't want to do that Facebook thing. People get all. I said, yeah, see, you're looking at it the wrong way. I said, if the President Obama, if the President of the United States can win the presidency by using the social media, then how stupid will I be for not using it to put my music out there? You don't go on the social media, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram. You don't go on there telling your business. Do people get on there and they use it for the wrong thing? Oh, what they had did for dinner last night, if they had some kind of operation, they're taking a picture of it. Nobody wants to see that stuff. That's ridiculous. I collect, get a fan base because when I have music to sell, and I just go on there, I don't get on there and have chat conversations with people. I go on there and I advertise stuff where I'm going to be. If I got a new CD coming out and all that, they know about it. Coming down here to New Zealand, I posted that kind of stuff, and you use it for business. But all the other crazy stuff, getting on there telling all your personal business and stuff, it's kind of, and you got to be real careful because, as big as this world is, it has become about maybe that big now with the social media. I don't care what you think that you may be able to get away with. Once you post it on there, the world sees it. And then that's what you're going to have to stand by. So, be careful how you post it. And just go on there, and if you're doing a gig somewhere, and when you get to your gigs too, I mean, you can even have some kind of book or something like that, and or bring an iPad with you and tell people, hey, you know what? Why don't you put your email address or your Facebook address and all that kind of stuff in here, so I can send you information so you can come and see me again. But get out there and use it for business, and keep your personal stuff off, unless you want to create some bad vibes around you. But I don't. I even have relatives that hit me up on Facebook and all that, and I don't even answer them back. You guys got my phone number. What are you sending me a message down there for? I'm not. It's crazy. But use the social media, because I'm telling you, it's and now with Facebook Live, oh my God. Somebody can have Facebook Live on right now, and everybody's seeing me all over the world. That's my fans. We couldn't do that 10, 20, 30 years ago. Couldn't do it. It's a great thing if you use it right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Are you a singer? No? You're kidding.
Could you teach me?
What do you want to know? No, it's just the way that you put the microphone up, and most singers just know how to get right into that.
My mother said it was in my blood, so.
Oh, that's cool. She was right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, what were your inspirations when you were writing music, and how early were you writing original stuff in terms of, yeah?
Well, as far as inspiration, I started, in the early days, I was listening to a lot of jazz artists when I was coming up. I hate to tell, but age is just a number. I'm 62 years old now. A lot of people don't believe it, but I've been around for a long time. And, back in the day, I used to listen to Joe Williams and Sarah Vaughan, and Ella Fitzgerald, and Lou Rawls. The list goes on. One of my favorite singers, and probably my number one favorite, is Donny Hathaway. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of him.
Yep.
Yeah. He's a bad dude. He's got his daughter, maybe more familiar with her, Layla Hathaway, who is also ridiculous. She sounds like him, on a lot of stuff. Donny Hathaway, Teddy Pendergrass, Luther Vandross, Billy Paul. I just listen to everybody I can, and I would try to take a little bit of piece of each one of them and develop my own style. And when it comes to writing, after a while, when you start listening to all those people, you kind of, Bill Withers is another one. You get a little bit, from your favorite artist, and that's the way we write too. It's really different the way they write songs today than they did. I use the approach of making sure that I have a nice verse and there's a bridge in there and all that kind of song and stuff, and writing lyrics that tell a story so that people can they can visualize what they're hearing when you're singing. Instead of sitting there going, what the heck is this guy saying? You don't want people to do that. You don't want to be, when they're listening to your stuff, you don't want them to sit there and try to figure out what you're doing. And that's, as much as I love rap, I'm listening to these guys and I'm going, what the heck did he just say? But that's just my age group. That's, but I love a lot of the rappers, the vibe that they have. But your inspiration is just gonna come from everywhere, people say, I just write original stuff, and we all think that we have our own little niche and our stuff sounds, different than everybody else's. No, your influence came from somewhere else. It always does. It has to. There's just so much out there that's playing and you're listening to all the time that you're gonna be influenced by something. Just don't try to steal, blatantly steal something from somebody. And if you do that, make sure you give them the credit. That's all. People just like to be respected. A friend of mine by the name of Lenny Williams that used to sing with a group called Tower of Power. And he left Tower and he, been on his own for a long time. And Lenny, he had this, when he sang, especially when he sang ballads, he had this habit of doing this, oh, 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 kind of thing. And you know, women would just go crazy when he did this, because this is the way he sang it. Well, a few years ago, Kanye West did a record, and he sampled Lenny doing that oh, oh, oh thing in his record, and it was huge. But what Kanye West did, which I have total respect for him in doing this, he called Lenny, and he said, hey man, you know, we're gonna be using a piece of you in our song, and he says, don't worry, we'll take care of you. And he did too. Lenny's first installment check from Kanye West was for $90,000. That was the first one. You see what I'm saying? When you do stuff and you do it the right way and take care of people that have, you know, done stuff and you use a sample of their kind of thing, it's only right for you to do that, you know. And this day and age, it's kind of frustrating and aggravating with a lot of the industry, because you get all these what's the name of it, Napster. When they first started and they were giving away everybody's music for free and all of that kind of stuff, and now a lot of these internet things that you know, it's a sad thing. I did a show back in the San Francisco Bay Area a few weeks ago, and I brought CDs, and it was a really young crowd. Matter of fact, it was on the Stanford campus at Stanford University. And I was talking to one of the guys there, and I said, man, you guys should do a CD. You know, I said, you got all these fans out here you sell. He said, man, our age group, they don't buy CDs. They just download all the music for free. And I went, are you kidding me? You guys gotta stop doing that. Because the amount of time and money that is spent in an artist creating a song and putting out a record, the amount of money that you spend in that is tremendous. And for somebody to do all of that and spend all the money, and for you to think that you can just get it for free, I mean, give them something. You know, even with the download, 99 cents is not gonna break you. You know, you wanna buy somebody to download it for 99 cents, at least you're giving them something, but to just go on there and just steal it for free, that's not cool. I wouldn't do that. You know, and if you're a songwriter or entertainer or something, and if you have product to sell, once you start doing that, then you'll understand why you wouldn't appreciate it, you know, if people were doing that. You know, and that's how we stay current and stay in the industry. I mean, probably wouldn't be able to be here right now if, you know, somebody wasn't paying for this. You know, Mr. Roger Fox, he brings in all these people from different places, you know, and to come down and do the jazz festivals and speak to you, and you know, somebody has to pay for that. You know, but if everything is done for free, we'll never get this kind of service. And we all need this, because, you know, we need to pass things on to the next generation so that we can keep music going. You know, you guys are really fortunate down here, I'm telling you, because in the United States, they're doing everything they can to try to end music programs in schools and stuff like that, and it's really bad. You know, with our current administration, boy, we don't know what the heck's going to go on with this guy. I would say we'd like to send him down here, but we don't wish him on anybody. Somebody want to sing a song too as we pass?